This is Dr. G, and we are on Tuesday of week 3. So we're right at the end of Genesis 50. Last week we talked about yesterday we talked about Joseph. Today we're talking about Joseph, what ends up happening. So Joseph is the man, all right? He's like the second person in charge in Egypt and so forth, right? So there's a famine in the land. So Joseph's father sends his brothers to Egypt to help out with the famine. They run up on Joseph, but here's the thing: they don't recognize him. He looks mad different, dressed differently and so forth. So Joseph decides, he recognizes him. Joseph decides I'm kind of getting my brothers back, if you will, to an extent, you feel me? So he plays a little bit of jokes on them and so forth. I don't want to say jokes, but he plays some things on them and so forth to where, like, I don't know what this guy is doing. He's messing with us. To make a long story short, Joseph's father has to come with his brothers to see Joseph, all right? And again, they don't know it's Joseph. So it's kind of like at this climate, right at the end of Genesis, where they walk in and like Joseph, like honestly, it reminds me of like a novella, you know what I'm saying? Your grandparents or so forth used to watch Telemundo, where, they start crying and like, oh, mi amor, and psh, like the camera comes right there, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what happens, the way I envision it, don't judge me. So it ends up, he's right there, it's coming in, his family's coming in, and he just breaks down. He breaks down and he's like, hey, I love you, I'm Joseph, and so forth. And it's like a beautiful reunion of family and so forth, of God's promises. So again, kind of like yesterday, God brings good out of bad. So what is it that you can heal from? That's what I want you to pray today. What is it that you can heal from? Of some of the evil that's been done to you, some of the bad that's been done to you, how is it that you can heal from that? And what is it that God's trying to show you in that? Because there's always lessons. The older I get, the more that I realize that, man, some of those things that's happened to me and it continues, I know that God is trying to, draw certain things out. So what is it that God is trying to heal you from? And how is it that you can, again, be a blessing to somebody else? You guys have a blessed Tuesday. See you tomorrow.